We need you. You might be wondering what I'm saying. Well, to take you back, or take you through this journey, let me remind you of what we've done. If you've gone through our previous videos, you might have seen the crazy builds, crazy items, things of that sort, and you might think it's really cool, which it all is. And we love doing this. Our server is going well. However, you've probably noticed we do have a development team, and it's pretty good and large. However, as of recently, if you've noticed, the sneaks have gone lower, less things have been getting updated. That's because we're running out of people. A couple of the people have been inactive or just quit in general, and we need your help. There's no payment, however, we do offer special advantages, to say the least, for lack of better word, advantages, yeah, on the server. Now, they're nothing over. They're kind of overpowered, but it's pretty much just to show you helped out on the server, and yeah, there's actually a bunch of roles you can also apply for, and application will be on our Discord. All you have to do is check the channel's description, and you will be able to find our Discord server. So you might be wondering, what can you apply for that? Well, I have a little list here. First off, there's Lore Crafter. Now, these are people who will be writing lore, obviously. Now, whether that is in game, in book and quills, pieces of paper, who cares? But most likely, it will be on a Google Doc shared. Then it will go through us, the owners, me, Drago, and Void, and we will just be telling we'll approve or disapprove of it. Most likely, we will be approving of most lore too. Then we have Builder. This one also self-explanatory. You will help build some of the crazy things we have. We do want you to have actual experience building. We don't just want someone to grab some grass and make a dirt hut. But we want someone that can build. It doesn't have to be amazing. It doesn't have to be at the level of some people can build, but we want it to be at least something good. For builders, we also have, not only do we have World Edit, but we also have Axnium. So, that's fun. Then we have Sound Designer. If you've gone through our previous videos, you would notice that we have 3 music videos. Now, we do have more. We also have ambience. Actually, quite a bit of ambience, but we do need more. And the coder shouldn't have to, or shouldn't need to do it. Because if the coder does that, it takes time off of his coding, which in turn makes the server's progression slower. Not really any specific requirements for this. You just need to be able to make noise. Then we have Modeler. Now, this is probably one of the most important, because if you've seen our mob video, we don't have too many models. We do have some that aren't shown in the mob video that have recently been made or obtained, but we definitely need actual models, and again, the coder is the only one who can actually make models. If you do make models, they will have to be through Blockbench, which most likely you already do it if through Blockbench if you already do. Now we have Texture Maker. Again, another important one. This would help us make things because, like this, because this isn't actually a model we paid for or anything. This is a open source one from Simply Swords. You're just able to rename things, and it will be pretty cool like that. But we need more things like that. We actually do have a bunch of already made resource packs that we paid for, which are very cool. Tons of ores, tons of new blocks, things like that. But it wouldn't hurt to have more. So that's another big one. So then, next we have an animator. pretty much goes hand in hand with Modeler and Texture Maker. It pretty much helps us, like, if you look at Stormbringer, it has, like, custom textures on the top there with the lightning. We want things like that for both mobs and items, which would make the server even better. Especially since none of us currently are able to do that, I don't believe. And finally, we will have by far the most technically most important, but also least important if you think about it, the middleman. Now, this isn't the same middleman as you heard on other games. No, this one's just like, let's say Void, me, or Drago asks, tells the middleman to tell you, a builder or whatever, to build something, and we need help, but we can't get in contact with you. The middleman will get in contact for you, and they'll make sure everything doesn't go to hell or chaos. It's just to make sure everything's organized and, you know, working out. So these are all the roles we have. If you feel like you have skills in something else, an example of that would be coding. Just ask. In the example of coding, we only do mythic mobs. Maybe other plugin coding, but we do not have other things. We have mythic mobs, and that's pretty much it. We also do have all the mythic add-ons because someone, cough cough me, bought the $250 pack. But yeah, that is everything. And I hope to see you live in our server. And more details will be given out if you ask. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next. Probably in the next sneak peek.